Welcome to my close-up storytelling podcast. I'm Denice Nortez WIENER. Jump on board and stay for the whole ride. Warning, this broadcast is not for robots or artificial intelligence. Check yourselves.
This is not for robots.
The PPP, MMM, and me, the poet, painter, piano man, makeup artist, mentor, Mr. Bongoz and me, all came together one miraculous night in New York City, over on 8th Street and 2nd Avenue, the Big Apple. I am the dreamer and my dreams come true. Back when I was singing and working the lights and soundboard at the old Triple N, a showcase club over on 54th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue in New York City. My mentor, the great British actor Kenneth HAIGH, introduced me to the poet Arnold Weinstein. Arnold came to hear me sing, and to my great joy, asked me to be in a show he was putting together. People would be flying in from England, Paris, and other parts of the world. A totally international soiree, so to say. Arnold tells me I have to rehearse the song that he wants me to sing, Queen of New York. He gives me an address and tells me I will meet with this guy, Peter Calandra. So off I go, downtown to 13th Street, and I seem to remember that it was on 2nd Avenue. Anyway, I am completely blown away when I end up on the top floor of this building. The studio dwelling up there belongs to a painter, an artist, who turns out to be the American artist Larry Rivers. The painter's studio was one entire city block, and he had enormous canvases that stretched up to the ceiling of this loft-like space. I lost my breath, and I could not believe that I was in such a magnificent setting. Well, I learned the song. Peter Calandra was an excellent piano man. I later realized he was the conductor and musical director for the original New York City production of Little Shop of Horrors. We would be doing a one-night show that Arnold Weinstein put together. I could hardly breathe. I was so excited. What? The night of the performance, the people poured in, all so glamorous. My sister, ALOYDIA, who is a poet and makeup artist, was still backstage putting makeup on Arnold. She painted 2 giant streaks, one yellow and the other turquoise. They were running straight across his right eye and out to his ear. She lined his eyes with black coal, spelled K-O-H-L. It was so inspiring. I could feel the colors. Mr. Bongoz, my husband, was warming up, also backstage. Larry Rivers was humming the song, Brother, Can You Spare a Dime?, which gave me the chills. Yes, oh yes, he sang the heck out of that song. Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Right after that show, I started to look back and realize that I watched a TV program on Channel 2 CBS a couple of months before, or maybe 6 to 12 months prior. My recollection isn't exact on the matter. Anyway, it was American Masters, and I was really interested in it. It was about a famous artist. I was so moved that I thought, hey, that's the kind of people I should be hanging out with. Oh, but I didn't make a mental note of his name. Okay, so the episode came on again. This time when it was repeated, I made sure to stay glued to the screen so I could catch the artist's name. And oh yeah, His name was Larry Rivers. I am the dreamer, and yes, my dreams come true. Yours can too.
Adios and bye-bye, y'all.